Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. On this channel, we talk about side hustles. We talk about different ways to make money. And one of the side hustles is driving for Lyft. And what I've actually noticed here on my show is that we're getting an increase, tons of comments of Lyft drivers quitting out left and right. And in today's video, I just want to address the drama, get into the tea, spill the tea. Well, I'm drinking coffee, but yeah, that's what we're talking about. Why so many Lyft drivers are quitting, and also why they're quitting Lyft, and what they're going to do after. Because a lot of drivers are quitting, they sign up to drive for Lyft, and then they don't know what to do next. Luckily, I just discovered a brand new way to make money on TikTok with their new program called Tik Tok Shop. I've been doing it for about a month, and I have made over $1,000 in a single day on Tik Tok Shop. And I'm making already thousands of dollars, which you can see when you click the link below. But look at that, over 1,000 bucks from Tik Tok Shop. It's absolutely crazy. Well, over $1,100. How much money you can make on TikTok right now, because basically when you go on TikTok and you start scrolling, you'll see people promoting products, and you can buy the products on TikTok, or you can also sell the products as well. I'm just trying to find, look at this one. This is an example of a TikTok Shop product, a vacuum. You see that orange button right there down below? You can click it and you can buy this product, right? Or you can set up a shop selling stuff like this, and you can earn, this product is 99 bucks. I'm guessing you could probably source it for like 30. And so, you're making 70 bucks profit on every sale. And then you get people making videos about your products, and then that's how TikTok Shop works. Anyways, if you want to learn how to set up your own TikTok Shop, that's exactly what I'm doing. I have a link below, and you can start earning, you can learn how to set up and make money. You don't need to show your face. You don't need a following at all. You don't need you need 0 followers to start. So check that out, and here we go. Lyft drivers are quitting because they were promised a lot of money. I wrote some notes down. The first way is that Lyft has been advertising all over the place for years. Oh, make 30 to 50 bucks an hour, or 30, I don't know if they said 50, but I've seen billboards that say, oh, make up to 40 bucks an hour driving for Lyft. Lyft is really good at advertising and marketing the revenue, the total revenue cost. For instance, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that $1,000 screenshot I showed you, that's revenue, okay? That's not pure profit, but that is the amount of money that you brought in. You're running a business, right? I make sure I make a profit on every single sale, so I'm never losing money. But with Lyft, for instance, do you ever see in their ads, oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna have to spend, $20 to $30 an hour just operating a vehicle with car depreciation, maintenance, gas, maintenance. Yeah, they don't advertise that. So a lot of drivers, they're advertise the revenue, but they don't realize all the expenses until months in. I mean, that's basically how they got me at the beginning. I was like, oh crap, I can make 24 bucks an hour. That's what I remember thinking at the beginning. I was so cool because I was averaging 24 an hour when I was driving, but I didn't realize how much money I was spending just to maintain my car. And luckily, I was driving a used 2011 Ford Escape that I bought for $5,000 to drive for Lyft, and I actually ended up selling it for over, I think I bought it for $5,000 and I sold it for like $6,500. So it was because of the used car market at the time. Honestly, it wasn't even because of that. It was because I got a really good deal when I bought the car from a family friend. That was the only reason. It wasn't even because of the used cars market. That was a big exception. They sold me a car the year I believe was like 2016 or 2017 when they sold it to me. And I bought it for $5,000 and it had 101,000 miles on it. And the guy just fixed the AC, the seller, because it was my friend's dad basically. And he just put in like $2,000 worth of work into it. So I was like, he basically took it to the Ford dealership and said, fix everything wrong with it. So I was like, okay, he sent me the receipt, and it was like, I was like, dang, he just replaced all this stuff, $2,000 worth of work. So he's really not profiting anything. I mean, it was his daughter's car. He sold it to me for $5,000, and I drove it around. It sounded great. I had already been in that car a lot because it was my friend's car, so I was comfortable with that car already. It just seemed like too good of a deal not to pass up. Anyways, Kelly Blue Book estimated that car was worth like $11,000 at the time, and yeah, I got it for $5,000 with $2,000 worth of work on it, and that's the car I used to drive for Lyft. So I ended up selling it for a profit. But most people are not like that. They buy a car for $20,000, $30,000, drive it for Lyft. Then after a while, the car is only worth $10,000, $8,000 when they go to sell it. The next one, yeah, very little profit. We kind of already touched on that. But yeah, after gas, after wear and tear, after car maintenance and depreciation, there's very little profit to be made with Lyft. You're basically trading the value of your car for money, for cash, right? That's basically what driving for Lyft is. You take a car that's worth $20,000, you're spending money to maintain it, and then you're getting money from the passengers. And so a lot of people are actually in the negative. Don't recommend driving for Lyft the only way I would recommend it is if you got a car, you have a very, very cheap car and you don't care about destroying it. The next one, cars are expensive. Yeah, you have to own, cars are one of the biggest assets most people own in their lifetime. And they're the worst investments ever. Gas is expensive. Yeah, with Joe Biden's inflation and Bidenomics and everything, because they're trying to move to electric cars, gas is going up. And I think they're kind of, I don't want to say purposefully doing it to try to get people over to electric, but I personally think they are. If you have an electric car and you have like, if you have like an older Tesla, for instance, and you have free supercharging, some of them do. I just rented a Tesla Model S 2017 because I don't have a car right now. I don't own a car. I'm borrowing my family friend's car. And I'm renting cars to test out to see what I want to drive next. I'm renting Teslas right now. I'm kind of going through the different models and seeing what I want. Because I want to buy a used Tesla, but I want to make sure that they still drive well after a long time. I've been renting Model 3. I rented two different Model 3s. One was a 2022, and then one was a 2023. And they had both like 20,000 or 30,000 miles on it. Those drove fine. Then I said, okay, let me see if I rent an older Tesla Model S and see how that one runs. So I rented a 2017 Tesla Model S. That one, the problem with that one, I didn't realize the mileage on that one was over 120,000 miles. I would never buy a Tesla with 120,000 miles. It didn't say that on Turo when I rented it. When I picked it up, I was like, holy crap, this car has been through the ringer. And so that car drove like a piece of crap. That was the worst Tesla experience I've ever driven. It sounded so janky. It sounded like it was about to fall apart. So I'm not going to buy, ideally I would like to test drive like a 2018 Model S with like 50,000 miles because that's kind of the range I would get. Anyways, the next reason Lyft drivers are quitting is because it's a very dangerous job. You're out on the road, you're driving. Driving is a dangerous activity. People die all the time driving. People get into crazy life-altering accidents driving. People die, people get injured, driving is just a dangerous thing. That's actually probably the main reason that I quit driving full-time is because no matter how safe you are, somebody could crash into you at any second and you could die. It's crazy. I actually have, this is kind of really sad. I'm not friends with this person. I mean, I used to be friends with this person, but for certain reasons, I distanced myself from them. They killed somebody driving because they were driving under the influence. It was so sad. Such a sad story. It's somebody I used to know a long time ago. I haven't seen them in years, and they ended up going to prison for involuntary manslaughter. Is they were driving under the influence. I don't know what it was, but I read an article actually about it. And they veered off into the other side of the road and they hit head-on collision. The other people died. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 people. But those, you know, those are just innocent people driving along, going home, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, head-on collision, they die instantaneously. It's like driving, that's why I would never want any of my family members to drive for a Lyft, because, you know, I don't want to risk that. And I certainly don't want to end up that way either. I don't want to be a statistic. I'm sorry I'm getting deep on here, but like, it's the truth, guys. Like, your life is more important than making $4 an hour profit. The next one, pay does not go up. After you drive for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you don't get an increase in pay. I don't really want to dive into that one too much because it's kind of self-explanatory. You probably want to, you know, if you're going to put in time for a company, you want to do one that rewards you with the promotion. That one does not do that. And the next one is Tesla. Tesla is launching their own rideshare service, and it's probably going to put a huge damper in Lyft drivers' customers, Uber drivers' customers. They're going to take away a lot of customers from Uber and Lyft. I believe, I wouldn't be surprised if the Uber stock and Lyft stock hasn't been like going crashing lately. I mean, Uber stock's going down, you know, pretty steadily since, what, 3 months ago? I'm surprised it hasn't gone down anymore in anticipation of Elon Musk's self-driving cars, or his rideshare service. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, those are the main reasons, guys. Let me know if you have quit or if you're thinking about quitting. And again, check out my link down below on how to set up a TikTok shop page, how to set up a TikTok shop store. There is a monthly fee. However, if you sign up right now, the first 100 people get a free trial. And I believe we have, how many spots left do we have? There's about 60 more spots, 65 more spots. 35 people have signed up already. So if you want to be one of the first 100 people, make sure to try it out now. We have a group chat too you can join, and you can learn how to make money on TikTok Shop. So again, I've made over $1,000 in a single day on TikTok Shop. And again, this is drop shipping, so you don't need to buy the inventory and ship it out. You're just kind of linking other products to your own page. It kind of sounds too good to be true, but like, I feel like I figured out a way to make money on TikTok Shop, and it's like, I'm just gonna tell you, my niche is women's clothing. I'm going after the market of women who shop online. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That's my niche. And it's working for me, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't, but hey, maybe it'll be a way for you to try something out. Maybe you'll get a better idea. TikTok Shop, you know, they're trying to compete with Amazon. They're trying to compete with eBay. They're trying to compete with just the online space, and it's working for them. TikTok Shop is generating I'm assuming millions and millions of dollars every single day, because I look at products and I see, oh wow, 100,000 products sold. Let me show you just this real quick. There's this product that I'm promoting too. It's this digital camera. It's a $31 digital camera. On Amazon, it's like $50. On TikTok Shop, it's $31. And look at that, 54,000 sold. There's over 54,000 people that have bought this digital camera off TikTok Shop. So like, people are buying it, you know? Look at this one, this little toy. It's selling for $1. 200,000 people have bought this. So it just goes to show, like, people are not afraid to spend money on, this is on TikTok Shop, on TikTok. This is another digital camera. Look how many of them has sold on this one. Over 148,000 sold. So it's like, people are now comfortable buying stuff off TikTok. And again, you know, that's why I figured out how I'm gonna make my own shop and sell my own products on TikTok Shop. And they just start recommending the products for you. You really don't have to do that much work, which is crazy. You just have to set it all up and you know, you gotta make some videos to get the initial ball rolling. But after that, I mean, I haven't even made like some of my videos only have like 200 views, but I'm still getting sales. It's crazy. Like, I think TikTok is pushing out my products to people. So anyways, guys, I'll have a link below to that if you want to join and get a free trial and just, you know, try it out. Otherwise, let me know about Lyft and if you've quit or any other side hustles you're doing too. I would love to learn from you guys as well. And because, you know, you're probably watching this video for a reason. You probably do other side hustles too. So yeah, love to learn from you guys too. Thanks for watching.